Storing your data, credit card information, and photos on your iPhone makes life easier. But if your iPhone is stolen, your information is at risk. In iOS 17.3, Apple released the Stolen Device Protection feature. This feature will make it harder for anyone using your iPhone to access your most sensitive data. If your iPhone isn't in a GPS location that you frequent, the Stolen Device feature will make it that much harder to access. Welcome to Ellen's Tips for iOS, where I help seniors master their iPhones and iPads. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. You must take some preliminary steps before enabling the Stolen Device feature. Two-factor authentication and Face ID or Touch ID must be enabled. So if you have a device that has Face ID, you'll want to go ahead and open the Settings app, locate Face ID and Passcode, and if you haven't already set this up, you'll want to go ahead and just follow the prompts. In my case, I already have Face ID set up. If you have a Touch ID, you'll follow the same instructions. It'll say Open Settings, tap on Touch ID and Passcode, and follow the prompts. The last preliminary step is to turn on location services. This allows Apple to track your location and determine which places you frequent. If your iPhone is suddenly outside your frequented locations, Stolen Device Protection will turn on. To enable location services, you'll open the Settings app, which I've already done. You'll locate Privacy and Security, tap Location Services at the top, and make sure that toggle switch is turned on. Now that we have the preliminary steps out of the way, here's how to turn on Stolen Device Protection. You'll go ahead and you'll open the Settings app. You'll scroll down until you see Face ID and Passcode. You'll enter your passcode. And once you've entered your passcode, scroll down until you see Stolen Device Protection. Tap on that and toggle that switch on. I have require security delay. I have mine set up for away from familiar locations. Now let's talk about additional tips to protect your iPhone data from thieves. The first tip, use a robust alphanumeric code on your iPhone. So along with Face ID or Touch ID, the alphanumeric code can easily be used to access your iPhone. When your iPhone restarts, it automatically requests the passcode instead of Face ID. So a thief only needs to restart your device, and if they have your passcode, they can access your data. Go for either a longer numeric passcode or a longer alphanumeric passcode. To access this setting, let me show you. We're going to come in to the Settings app. We're going to scroll and we're going to tap on Face ID and Passcode. Enter your passcode and you'll see that I have a very short 4-digit code, but that's to allow me to get in quickly when I'm doing video. Scroll down until you see Change Passcode. Tap on Change Passcode. Here you'll see that you're going to enter the current passcode, and once I do, you're going to see passcode options appear. Tap on that. Either use a 6-digit numeric passcode or create a custom or custom alphanumeric passcode. Make that passcode strong so that nobody will be able to figure out your passcode and get into your device. Tip number 2, don't type passwords in public. Law enforcement claims criminals use crazy techniques to discover people's passcodes. So cover your iPhone screen while in public when typing your passcode. Also be sure you're using Face ID or Touch ID. Tip number 3, apps like Venmo, PayPal, and bank accounts allow you to use Face ID and passcode options. Don't use the same passcode as you do on your iPhone. Make your password strong. Tip number 4, don't rely on iCloud Keychain. If thieves know your passcode, they can easily access your passwords in iCloud Keychain. This would give them access to banking information if stored in Keychain. I use a third-party password manager called 1Password that supports Face ID, but also requires a master password if unsuccessful. Only you can keep your data secure from thieves. Avoid public Wi-Fi. Use two-factor authentication. Be aware of your surroundings to keep your data safe from prying eyes. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.